Meg, so we just finished the last locked in call, and how incredible was that?
Phenomenal. My eyes were leaking the entire time. Oh, just so special to be surrounded by such heart-wired leaders.
So many of them, some who had done the program, they're starting over again, some who haven't started yet, some who haven't even joined in, and some who just listened to the activations and were like, I didn't even know what this was. I didn't even know what a hypnosis was. I didn't know what like a somna activation was.
Mhm.
And they're feeling something different. So it's opening something up for them, which I think is really, really cool. One of the questions that was asked of us is what's changed for us over this last month of doing this work? And it just really got us reflecting again on where we started.
Where we started, yeah.
Mhm.
So, as a reminder for those that may know and for those that don't know, Marsha and I met in a mastermind in 2020, and this mastermind was huge. There was hundreds of people in it, and thankfully, somehow we found one another. We went in to study NLP, and then went on to study our master prac NLP, and then we started practicing on one another because we really wanted to sharpen our skill sets and be the embodiment of our work. And so we
Mhm.
would meet every 2 weeks, wouldn't we, Marsha?
We did. And we had this thing where we bring the manual and randomly pick different tools and techniques to be able to practice. And I share that with any of the students in my program in the sense that, like, we did that for a couple of years at least. And that's what it looks like, is to put things into practice, right? And it's so interesting because that could have been just more information, right? The program could have been more information. And we were like, no, we want to learn how to do that. Isn't that such a precursor for what we teach now? I'm laughing as
100%.
I say that. Wow.
100%. And I think it's important for me to share this aspect of so before COVID, I was leading retreats here on the island and in Costa Rica. I loved my one-on-one work and I really resisted the online space. Didn't want anything to do with it. And little I know that it actually had to do with huge visibility wounds. And
Mhm.
so getting into the mastermind, it was I had to pivot like everybody else did in the world. And it really invited me into doing this online space. Again, I was in the master. I was like, there's so much missing. Like, this is systems and strategy and structure, which is great, but if we don't have the system to hold it, which is our nervous system, then how much success are we gonna have, right?
Mhm.
So then I actually went on to having online, I call it Sacred Sister Circle back in the day, which evolved into Chrysalis, and then now here we are. But before we go to where we are today, I just wanna share a little bit about what my experience has been working with you, Marsha, because, like, it moves me to tears. I just can't thank you enough for what you've done for me. Uh, there's a lot of bad things that happened to me when I was a little girl, and that's where the visibility piece came from,
Mhm.
and it didn't feel safe for me to be seen. And I also had a huge belief that nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. And as a result, from working with you over the years, I'm getting called up to places and spaces that I am still resisting. I'm rewiring in real time, still to this day in this moment. But I wouldn't be able to do this work had I not received what's available for me through you, because you triggered the hell out of me. I was like, "She's speaking everywhere. She's on 150 podcasts in a year. Like, what the hell? She's always on Instagram posting, and here I am. Like, this, I don't want that." But I leaned in because it was a huge trigger. And I was like, "No, I'm gonna lean in
Mhm.
and learn how to do it." And now fast forward to today, I'm working with huge corporations,
Mhm. Speaking in person,
speaking in person,
facilitating and speaking in
facilitating,
person.
leading retreats, and now I'm
Mhm.
creating a program that's gonna be licensed to branch out to all sorts of different places. That's just one aspect. So I just can't thank you enough for all that you've done, and I wouldn't be here without you. And it was a no-brainer, to join forces with you for the Heartwired CEO Mastermind because I wouldn't wanna do this on my own. I've been leading masterminds and retreats for years, but I couldn't imagine doing this without you, so
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, okay, we're back. I love you, seriously, and my life is forever changed. I don't recognize that version of myself from 3 years ago. That version from 3 years ago wasn't from 3 years ago, that was my 53-year version, right? Like that's the version of me that lived for 53 years. And so when I look at that version of myself, it was a nonstop, do more, push hard, like just killing myself of never figuring it out. And I remember feeling like I am trying to bring one program to fruition and I can barely make ends meet. Life is challenging. We are like financially in massive trouble because of the last few years. And I just was like, I don't even understand how it's possible. I don't understand. And I was also never raised to feel like it was actually not okay to do so. It was not okay to do so. And I was praised to continue to push through. So, being able to pause and sit with the discomfort of what I was feeling and get curious and ask questions about it. It sounds like nothing, but it was everything. And that's really, for me, has been such a space of, checking that capacity, your words and message, but checking like, do I have the bandwidth to do that now? What does this feel like? And I know that I love how we worked together, we learned from each other. And as I said, like you triggered me in the sense that you weren't pushing, yet you were building a business that I loved. I loved the looks of it and what it felt like. And through that process, I started to really understand, and I still to this day, I won't invest in somebody who is not nervous system or subconscious trained. And I also will not work with somebody who's not that whose values aren't in alignment with mine, that like the life that they have and the values. And that's what I kept leaning into. And so it doesn't on paper and strategy wise, what I've done in the last 3 years doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. But it makes perfect sense. And even so, like there have been times where Brad's like, "But how? Like, how is this happening?" And I'm like, "I've told you it's coming." Now I swear I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how. I had no idea how to do it. And so you've really been such an instrumental part in my growth, personal growth in business and showing me what is possible and honoring who I am. And I love you so deeply for that because it's been such a change for me. And the fact that we get to do this together, especially I feel like year two, we've found our strides in ways that it's like we know where each other's strengths are and we continue on that path. And, it's just beautiful. I love the work that we get to do together and how much we're growing and what that's looking like and all the things that are coming. So I'm just beyond grateful. Love you tons.
Oh, I love you. Beyond grateful. And I, again, wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. And what's beautiful about the work that we do is that we do infuse the nervous system and the subconscious
Mhm.
and business strategy, right? While honoring listening to our own bodies and the capacity that we have. So this is the work, and this work works. And there is a far better way, isn't there?
Oh, there absolutely is. And if you hear yourself like listening to this and go, I don't see it and I don't get it, but I'm curious, great. That's where I was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I was curious.
Yeah.
I knew there had to be something there. I didn't get it yet. So it is like the work works and the work doesn't stop. You continue to do this. And as maybe you hit one step on that staircase, as we outlined from the beginning, and then you set the goal for the next step, just be prepared. All that work comes with you, all the work that you did do, and then all those old beliefs continue to pop up. So you continue to do the work. And it's a forever ongoing. What I can say is what you see in us, it is 100% available for you. Is literally just a question of how. And I don't mean how as in what do I do next? It's just being open to the how. And as well, being in a space of knowing that, what is dropping down for you is for you. How can you become the version of you who can hold it? That's the work. That's the piece of the work. That's the 95%. And that is what majority of people are not doing. And it's a game changer.
It truly is. It's the identity work. And yeah, man, it's what a ride it's been. What a journey. And again, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So if you're listening and it's like, well, how do they do it? It's like, well, if it's possible for us, it's possible for you too. It's simply a matter of how. And this is a loving reminder that we have a few spaces left at the time of recording this for one-on-one support within the Heartwired CEO Mastermind that is opening up on July 1st.
To the
So
public.
to the public. So we have 3 spaces left for the one-on-one, and in addition to that, you get a quarterly roundtable where we do a deep dive into your business. You get 1 call a month, which is masterminding, another call a month, which is subconscious change work, nervous system rewiring. You get Telegram access, and again, there's 3 spots available for one-on-one support with both Marsha and myself every single month. And you get a ticket to Heartwired CEO Live and a VIP ticket, as well as the in-person mastermind day after the event. This locked-in program, if you haven't left a testimonial, please do so because you'll have lifetime access to it as long as the program is alive.
Mhm.
And you also can become an affiliate for the program, which will give you 50% back for every person that says yes to join Locked In, because Q3 hasn't even started yet, has it? So this is the tools that can support your people to grow and expand through Locked In.
Mhm.
So let us know also if you'd like to be an affiliate.
I was gonna say I will make sure that that is in the Telegram group and an email that I'm working on to go out for tomorrow. So, you have any questions, drop it to Meg and myself. If you have any questions about the mastermind, please do. I can tell you it's an incredible group of women, and we have built exactly what we wished we had.
Full stop.
Mhm.
We are so grateful for you. Go share your magic and medicine. Go share your light with the world. We know it needs it now more than ever. We love you. We believe in you. And we are forever cheering you on.